Why, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to our weekly NFL picks for this week, which will be the NFL's Week 12 picks. I am your host, Adam Snow, and sitting across the table from me, as always, is the grandfather of Thanksgiving himself, the older-than-dirt person that runs this website and show, Randy Snow. My father, how are you this day before Thanksgiving?
Pass the drumstick. I am ready to eat some turkey and watch some football.
Heck yeah, great. It's exciting. We got 3 Thanksgiving games to talk about. We got so much great football this weekend. But, of course, we have to recap what happened last week. And we're going to start with how you and I did. And let's start with you. Last week you didn't do so hot. You were 7-7. But then this past week,
Much better.
much better. Quite the improvement. You are now 10-4 last week.
Yep.
Great job there. That improves you to 84-80 overall, which also means it's the first time this year that you have been over 500 in your picks totally. So congratulations. 164 games in, and you finally cracked that 50% streak. But it did not help you gain any traction on where I'm at.
Nope.
A humble brag. I also went 10-4, so it's not like you did better than me,
Right.
but I didn't do worse or much better than you. So I was 10-4, which means my overall is at 89-75. So I'm very, very happy about that. Still 5 games up on you.
Yep.
But we do have to talk about our special commenters from last week's video who made their picks. We had 4.
Everybody else did really well.
Everybody
also.
else did really well. And we'll actually, for a change, we'll start with the lowest. And that was Liz, who had a 9-5 record last week.
Very
which is nothing
respectable.
to, put our nose up at. 9-5 is usually a typical week for us.
Right.
So if that's the worst, then we're going to move on up to Mike and Shane TV, who both went 10-4 last week along with us.
Just like us.
So some very good performances there. And then actually he literally just texted me, but it has nothing to do with this. But the number one picker last week, Aaron, went 12-2. He was so close to that perfect week again.
Yeah.
He's been doing really good with his picks.
for him.
He should be on this show more often. The only ones he got wrong was guessing the Bears beating the Falcons and the Jets would beat the Patriots. Other than that, I mean, great week for him. He picked the Lions upsetting the Giants. So good for him. And thank you again, pickers, for your commitment to our show. And we look forward to your picks this upcoming week.
Yeah, I didn't pick the Lions last week, and I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad they won, but I just couldn't do it. Will I pick the Lions this week? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's find out as we start up this week. It's the Week 12 picks, and of course, we have 3 Thanksgiving games. So we start with Thursday at the 12:30 game as the Buffalo Bills stay in Detroit to play the Detroit Lions. And I believe you went first last week, so I will go first. And it's a tough one.
Yeah,
the
it is.
Bills and Lions. The Lions on a 3-game winning streak. Are the Buffalo Bills beatable? I think so. Give me the Detroit Lions to make it 4 straight. I'm just kidding. This could be close. My heart is telling me to go with Detroit. I'm riding high on that 3 straight victories. I don't know if they actually will win, but I'm going to pick them because could you imagine? Do you know how many people are going to absolutely lose their marbles if the Lions win this game? If they win this game, it is going to be utter pandemonium amongst the Lions faithful. People are going to start getting Super Bowl tattoos. People are going to start naming their kids after Jared Goff and Aiden Hutchinson. It's going to be utter chaos. Babies will be born on this Thanksgiving 9 months from now. Look at your calendars. We're going to have a baby boom in 9 months if the Lions win this Thanksgiving Day game. And I'm done talking. I'm going to throw it over to you.
My head tells me to go with Buffalo. But,
yeah, it's usually the way to go.
but my heart is telling me to go with Detroit. Every time I do, Detroit lets me down. But
And
I
his
can't,
stomach is telling him to go with an extra side of mac and cheese.
Yeah, but I can't help myself. I'm going to go with Detroit.
Oh my God, we're doing a full Honolulu Blue sweep. That just means we're probably going to be let down on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, could be, but I want this so bad.
You know what won't let us down on Thanksgiving though? All that great food we're definitely going to eat.
Oh yeah, I'll be struggling to stay awake by halftime.
All right, moving on. The second game on the Thanksgiving slate, we'll see the New York Giants go to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Who do you have in that game?
I think I'm going to take the Cowboys at home in that game.
Yeah, after the Cowboys thrashing of the Vikings, and the Giants losing to the Lions, give me the Cowboys to make it 2 home teams winning this week on TV. Okay. And then the third game, which isn't technically it is the Thursday night game, but it is not your typical Amazon Thursday night game. So we're classifying it differently. But it is the NBC game, which will see the New England Patriots travel to Minnesota to play the Vikings. A game that I would have been really interested in at the beginning of the year, but now I don't know how good this game even is going to be. That Lions-Bills game seems to be the most appealing of the 3 matchups, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Unbiasedly as a Lions fan. But New England didn't really do too hot last week. Minnesota got their tails kicked in. So I don't know which way to roll. I'm tempted to just pick a tie. But I will take the Vikings to bounce back at home.
Well, I am going to take New England. I don't know why, but I'm going to take New England in that game.
Okay, interesting. All right, we're going to move on to the 1 o'clock slated games. The Denver Broncos traveling to Carolina, where we just found out that quarterback Sam Darnold will make his first start for those Panthers. Who do you got?
Give me Carolina at home.
Okay. Boy, this is tough because Denver, both of these teams are bad. But I'm going to take the Broncos to get a win on the road. Russ has got to start getting some touchdowns to match the number of bathrooms he's got in his home. He's sitting at 7 touchdowns and has 12 bathrooms. How do you not have 12 touchdowns by now, Russ? Come on.
I don't think he can do it.
We'll see. All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel up to Cleveland to play the Browns. Give me the Buccaneers, who seems like they're finally starting to get things figured out.
I agree. Take Tampa Bay in that game.
And they're coming off of a bye, so
that
Cleveland might help them too. And then Cleveland came off a heartbreaking loss in Detroit. So.
Yeah, Cleveland being at home, they might put up a good fight, but I don't know. I'll still take Tampa Bay.
You still take Tampa Bay. All right. The next game, the Baltimore Ravens travel to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars, who, a story we didn't bring up on the podcast, the fact that their concession stands were cited for having rodents in their food.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, that should have been a story we covered, but you get to pick this game first. Will the Ravens find rodents in their concessions?
I don't know what they're going to find. I think they're going to find the end zone there, and it's going to be Baltimore in my mind.
Yep, give me the Ravens as well, and that was a good. I appreciated what you just did right there.
Thank you.
The Houston Texans travel down to Miami to play the Dolphins. And the Texans are probably the worst team in the league right now. They play really good, though. They got some heart. But give me the Dolphins to just run all over them.
Yep, I agree, Miami.
All right, that's easy. The Chicago Bears travel to New York to play the Jets. Who do you got in this one?
Oh, man. Will the Jets have an average of 2 inches per
2.7 inches per play in the second half? Yeah.
Well, I don't know on this one. The Jets had been playing really good, and then they just threw up a stinker last week. So I don't know if they're going to bounce back. Give me the Jets.
All right. You're taking the Jets, but I got to look up because you know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit. Because there is something that has been...
Why am I not surprised?
Hold on. By saying cheat, and you're going to see it here on the screen, because we've barely talked about this. The Jets have a fan who has literally done a coin flip prediction of the Jets season, and it is still sitting at 100% accuracy. So I will be using this, not the method. I'm going to take their cheat sheet, and they say they're going to lose to Chicago this week. So I'm going to take the Bears, only because of the coin flip, and I'm hoping that it stays at 100%. But watch this be what screws that up for them, which I'm okay with because it's got them beating the Lions down the road, and I'm going to share. Don't worry, the picture's on the screen right now. So you'll get a chance to look at it.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving on. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to Tennessee to play the Titans. This should be a great game. Even though if the final score is 3-0, I expect this to be a great game because these two teams had a heck of a playoff game last year. First time they played each other since then. The Titans are a tough, hard-nosed football team that don't play pretty games, but the Bengals have got that flashiness to them. But I'll take the Titans to win a tough one at home.
I agree. I'll take Tennessee in that game.
All right, the Atlanta Falcons travel to Washington to play the Red Hot Commanders. Who do you got in that one?
Washington all day long, baby.
Yep, I'm kind of riding that Commanders bandwagon right now. Tyler Heineke seems to be the dude. He might not have great stat lines, but he's at least helping them get the important thing, which is that W. All right, the Los Angeles Chargers will start the 4 o'clock slate by traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals. And I'm going to take the Chargers to win that game on the road. The Cardinals just, man, oh man, hard to watch.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. You taking San Diego, you said?
The Los Angeles Chargers. They don't have a team in San Diego anymore, just so you know.
Why did I write SD down here? Okay.
I don't know. For stupid dad. That's what you wrote it down
Chargers.
for. All right. The next game, the Las Vegas Raiders. Make sure you don't write Oakland down. The Las Vegas Raiders travel to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Who do you got in that one?
Boy, that's a tough one. Seattle at home, Las Vegas at home. Give me Seattle, I guess, for that one.
Yeah.
Just because they're at home.
They're at home. They're coming off of a bye. Tough loss to the Bucks, but Seahawks, I think they'll play great at home. And the Raiders have been kind of hit and miss. They got that great walk-off victory last week, but I don't know. I believe more in the Seahawks. All right, the 4 o'clock slate. The Los Angeles Rams travel to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. And I'm sorry, the Rams are not the team that we thought they were. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, with
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford and Cooper Kupp both out. Yeah, take Kansas City in that one.
Abandoned ship, apparently.
I'm afraid so.
All right, the New Orleans Saints travel to San Francisco to play the 49ers. Who do you got in that one?
I'm going to take the 49ers at home.
Yeah, the 49ers are a good ball club. Their record isn't the greatest, but, man, watching them play, they got a tough, hard-nosed football team. And the best uniforms in the NFL.
They are nice.
Yep. And then your Sunday night game will be the Green Bay Packers traveling to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. And while I don't think the Eagles are the best team in the NFL anymore, I still take them to beat the Packers.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's going to be fun watching Green Bay. How is Green
and
Bay?
Ndamukong Suh getting a sack on
How is Green Bay
going to
lose this game? I can't wait to find out.
That's what all of America's waiting to find out. And then your Monday night game, we'll see the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Who do you got in that one?
Now, this is actually kind of a tough one to pick.
An actual coin flip game, you say?
I don't know. Indianapolis at home. They're 1-1. Steelers coming into town. Give me the Steelers.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to take the Colts. Jeff Saturday, you know what? I'm going to give it to you. You almost won 2 games in a row. And I'm a little bit impressed by how the Colts have kind of turned things around. They played the Eagles really tough. They got that win against the Raiders a couple weeks ago. Give me the Colts to win on Monday Night Football. Yeah. And then obviously no teams on bye this week, so we don't even have to throw that graphic up.
Nope.
We can just bypass that. So I guess that just means we got to do that normal thing we do at the end of the videos here, Randy, where you tell us
well, I was just going to say that we picked 4 games different this week.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. 4 games, so we picked opposite. So I could pick up 4 games on you this week.
Well, good thing I'm up by 5. All right. Now you can do the thing we do at the end of these videos.
Okay.
If you remember them, that is.
No, I didn't write them down. Let's see. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Leave a comment. And give a thumbs up.
The like button. Oh, my God. Man, can't even coach him to do it right. What else?
Yeah, do those 4 things. We also have a podcast called This Week in the World of Football. We spoke quite a bit this week about the Grey Cup game.
The Toronto Argonauts.
Argonauts winning the Grey
I'm
Cup.
repping a Toronto shirt.
Yeah, what a great game that was.
Fantastic
We'll
game.
check out the highlights.
Yep, we talked about that game quite a bit of the podcast. And then we definitely talked quite a bit about the Buffalo Bills going to Detroit for that game last week, which obviously we didn't know when we made our picks last week that's what was going to happen.
And our history lesson was about the same thing. Talked about 6 other times since the year 2000 when games have been moved because of inclement weather, whether it's snowstorm or wildfires, whatever.
How do you say inclement?
Inclement weather.
Inclement. Potato. Listen to the podcast.
That's the way Paul McCartney said it in one of his songs.
Whatever. And British people call it aluminium, so whatever. We can't trust British people anyway. All right.
I trust Paul McCartney.
Anything else?
Let's see. No, I don't think so.
All right. www.theworldoffootball.com. You can find his website where he runs it. Apparently, he doesn't even remember that he runs that website.
I updated quite a few things today.
Yeah.
The new Grey Cup, winner, champion, and several other things.
All right, this video is running too long. All right, we appreciate everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Good luck picking, and be very thankful. I mean, we're all, it's that time of year where people need to be reminded that we're here for you. So this is the time of year. Reach out to people that you're thankful for, and of course we're thankful for football. But family, friends,
Yep.
and the people in our lives are actually more important than football. Football's a fun thing, but there are other more important things in life. And what is your saying?
Football is life, but it's not life and death.
There you go, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you all next week.